The show? Perry Mason. Perry Mason. Perry Mason. Now, this isn't a show that, like, you want to catch up on. You binge watching or watched all the Perry Masons. We watched every single one because there's, like, a whole bunch of them, but they're all the same. And the great thing about them all being the same is that none of them make sense ever. Not one of them. It's brilliant. Because Perry Mason doesn't just, you know, wanders into this office, this lovely lady. Hi, Perry. Nice to meet you. 3 days later, boom, here she is with the gun that killed the guy. She's got a motive. Not guilty. You know why she's not guilty? Because Perry can show the court beyond a shadow. The shadow. Beyond. Now here's the thing. The judge stands up and says now, in an interpretive dance, he looks at the jury and says, you need to make sure that you find this person guilty if they're not guilty. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now here's what you need to do. Here's you. Here's doubt. Doubt over here, and if there's some light behind doubt, the sun, a candle, any sort of flashy thing, fireworks, what have you, if the shadow gets on you, boom, not guilty. You know, if it's just the shadow's coming right to here and just gets on your hip, and you're like, they were there at 3, we know this, but the murder happened at 3:05, I could just, and you just kind of slide over and get the shadow, whew, guilty. Basically, you have to be there. Basically, you have seen the murder. Now, anyway, Perry gets these people completely, he doesn't just get them, they're not only just not guilty, every time, week after, and the show was on for like 10 years, you know, I don't even know how many episodes it, 20, whatever, like every year, this hasn't happened ever, maybe once in the history of ever, he not only finds his person not guilty, but the person who's guilty is in the courtroom, and he totally gets them to say that they did it. Like, every single time, never happened, maybe once ever, I don't even know, every time. Little fucking Susie Sunshine, she didn't do it. Oh no. I had the gun. I have a motive. The money's in my trunk. I killed my boss. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It was his partner. Boom, and his partner's in the courtroom like, oh, I know, I'm so sorry. I totally tried to blame it on her. Put the money in her trunk. Oops, sorry. And I just want you to know that I'm saying I did it, so take away that shadow, take away that doubt, chick-chang pa-poom! Thanks, Perry Mason! Why do they even have a prosecution? Why do they even have any other part of the legal system going on? In Perry Mason's world, it's just like, hey, guess what? Someone says this person's guilty. They're not, but here's who is. Boom! There, we're done! Thank you, and off we go!